recording. Okay, in the previous tutorial I've shown you how to create a Ldap directory server in the Ubuntu 14.10 server and use Squid proxy to query that Ldap server for authentication. So any machine who's using that Squid proxy will be prompted for a password, and that username and password will be a user that resides on the Ldap directory server on that machine, on the server machine. And if you want to go through that tutorial, you can see my previous video. And in today's video, I'm going to show you how to use online command line utilities tools, Ldap add and Ldap delete, to add and remove objects from your directory information tree. Okay, so let's get going. As you can see, I have a headless Ubuntu server 14.10 running in my VirtualBox. I'm going to async to that server. Okay, we're on that headless Ubuntu VM. So let's become root. Okay, before adding or deleting anything, let's check out that. Oh, you can see I was watching High School DD, huh? Okay, don't judge me. Okay, so let's see how our directory information tree looks like before editing or deleting anything. I'm using the tool called PHP Ldap admin. There are other tools you can use, but this one's I prefer. Okay, HTTP. Okay, so here what I've done here that I told in my previous video, that whenever I type that service IP and pocket domain, the query gets redirected to the virtual host, that named virtual host that the PHP Ldap admin uses, and it redirects the HTTP request to the HTTPS request, and it uses a self-signed certificate that I set up with OpenSSL. Alright, as you can see that it is a self-signed certificate, so Google Chrome freaks out about it, but I don't care. So let's get in the directory information tree. The default admin user that has right access to the directory information tree that I set up is admin. Okay, so as you can see, I have two organizational units. One is called Pokeball, one is called Pokemon, and the Pokeball organization unit has a generic user account. The Pokemon organization unit has a POSIX group called Bulbasaur and a user called Bulbasaur in that group. Okay, so let's log out. So we're going to use strictly command line tools. So we're going to add, let me just cat out the contents of the file. Okay, here is, as you can see, we're going to add a organizational unit called Kamehameha under the root DN Pokemon, DC equals Pokemon, DC equals com, and it is an organizational unit object. As you can see, the object class is equal to organizational unit. The object class is Tom. I think this is a strictly Ubuntu thing. I don't actually know what this means, but when I used OpenSUSE or Fedora or Red Hat, whatever, this thing I didn't have to include the object class top syntax, but apparently in Ubuntu I have to include in everything. Okay, so I'm creating an organizational unit called Kamehameha under the root DN. I'm creating a POSIX group hyperbolic time chamber under the OU Kamehameha under the root DM Pokemon DC equals Pokemon, DC equals com, and it has a common name of hyperbolic time chamber. The group ID is 511. It is a object class of a POSIX group, and as you can see, the object class top, that I think is strictly Ubuntu. I don't actually know. You can hit that. You can let me know that in comment section, because I'm too ignorant to search that in Google. Okay, now the user is Gohan, Goku, the OU is Kamehameha, DC is called Pokemon, DC is called to com. We're including that in the POSIX group hyperbolic time chamber. So GUID number 511, given name is Gohan, common name is Gohan. Okay, the home directory. This is a syntax that will tell whether when the client tries to create the home directory using a PAM module that I'm going to show you right next after that I show you the Ldap add and delete syntaxes, where to put the home directory in. It's going to put in the home users Gohan folder. Okay, so object class is to init2rg person. It is a default schema for generic user accounts in Ldap. If you don't edit it, it's pretty much does all the jobs. Okay, object class is equal to POSIX account, and top, as you can see, that we have to include UID number is 1002 because I have 1000 and 1001. UID is Gohan. So okay, so that syntax is Ldap add -d, and the d equals what user has write access to the root DN. In our case, this common name is equal admin. So the -d specifies the admin user. So now dc equals Pokemon, dc equals com, and the tag w says that we're gonna tell the Ldap add command to promote us for password. So don't have to type out the password in clear text, and it won't get saved in memory. So -x for non-secure, because I didn't set up a TLS certificate. Okay, so next -f and the name of the LDIF file. So as you can see, it added 3 entries. OU is equal to Kamehameha, DC is equal to Pokemon, DC equal to Kam, hyperbolic time period of the POSIX group, and the new user called Gohan Goku. So if we log in again on the, or you can search by like this too, Ldap search -d cn equals admin, dc equals Pokemon, and dc equals com, and and object class is equals everything. Because if we wanted to see if for specific users, so I could include init2rg person or object class organization and unit if we're searching for OUs, but we're searching for everything because we pretty much added a group, a OU, and a user. So I'm gonna search the whole tree. So press enter. Oh, I'm missing something. What did I miss? What did I? I didn't type W for promoting me for password. So as you can see, there are 11 responses and 10 entries, including the root TN. All the users. Here is the user Goku. And where's Gohan? As you can see, the OU hyperbolic Kamehameha, the group hyperbolic town chamber, the user Gohan. Now let's see from a GUI perspective. Okay. Voila. There's OU, and under that our group and user. Cool, huh? So let's delete it. So I have already typed. All right, because I'm too lazy to type it all again. For another trivia, that you have to delete the users and groups before you delete the OU, because until the OU is empty, you can't delete it. Okay, so here I deleted the user. I'm going to delete the group. Alrighty, it's deleted. I'm going to delete the OU. Alrighty, it's deleted. And let's log in again. Alrighty, it's gone for good. because whoever wants go on a hyperbolic time chamber, right? Under the OU Kamehameha. Anyways, I promised you guys that I'm going to show you how to use a Ubuntu client to authenticate to the Ubuntu server. So let's fire it up. And another thing, because I'm sneaky like that, I'm going to show you how to start a VM in headless mode. So I have, it's a script that I made on the /etc init.d start UB server, and here's the command. Alright, I'm just trying to change the name. So the name is CL apparently, just CL, and it's been started. So we can SSH to that. As you can see, it's running. Let it boot up. Dadum 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 dadum. All right, let's boot it up. So let's SSH into it. I think the user is Slim. Hot damn. I think I didn't specify the IP address to it yet. I'm gonna use the host name. Can it resolve it? Who knows? Ubuntu. No, it can't. How could it? So I have to close it. Let me pause this video and I'm going to get back to you after I start it. Okay guys, we're back at it again. So you have to see my errors, okay? So let's clear this. Alright, there's some packages you have to install. So if you didn't apt-get update, so do that. Do an apt-get update and apt-get install libpam ldap and ascd. I guess that's what it is. nscd. Sorry. Keep forgetting the name. I already have them installed, so I'm not going to do that all over again. So when you install it, it's going to ask you a couple of questions. I already answered the questions, but I'm going to rerun it because that's the point of the tutorial, right? I guess. Okay. Oh, god damn. I have to type it. dpkg reconfigure ldap -auth config. Alrighty. Okay, saying we will allow future upgrades to these settings. This is the recommended option. Should dbconfig manage Ldap configuration? Alright, do that. And here, there will be I here, Ldap E. Delete the I, delete the extra slash, and put the IP address or fully qualified domain name of the Ldap server. If your DNS server can resolve the name, I'll put the IP address just to be safe. Alright. Here, put the domain name, -dc equals Pokemon, dc equals com. If you managed DNS before, you can understand this stuff. Okay, next. Version 3, because only in Stone Age, some people use version 2. Alright. That was kind of awkward. Make local root database admin. Alright, please do. Does Ldap database require login? Hell no. Okay. Cn is equal to admin, C is equal to Pokemon, as you can see. Ldap root account password. The password that the Ldap server has. Okay, so Ldap that password when you entered when you set up the Ldap account. Oh, you get the point. Okay. Alright, PAM module can set password crypt locally when you're changing the passwords, which is usually a good choice, specifying your... okay, who can I read all that shit? MD5, okay, do that. Alright, the next thing you have to do is edit the file etc.pam.d vim/etc pam.d common session. Alright, now at the end of the file, add this line. Insert session required pam mk home dir dot so. This is a library file. skel is equals /adc. This is a skeleton file. Okay, adc skel umask is equals 0022. Exactly. Okay, so required. This is exactly telling the PAM to create a home directory for that user that you're trying to log in locally. Alright, which is a pretty good thing. Okay, now we have to fire up the service again. So service nscd restart. Cool. Now if we try to log in to that any user on that Ldap directory that we're running, so let's see what users we have. We have Goku, so let's log in as Goku. So su-l Goku. What the hell? No password and keys for... Oh, sorry. I am not paying attention to my own tutorials. We have to edit this file to check Ldap when the password is not found locally. Okay, Ldap. Alright. Goku! Here it created a home directory and log into the Goku user. What users we have next? We have Bulbasaur. So Bulbasaur, and it logged into the Bulbasaur. Alright, quite fun, huh? So I'm going to say you goodbye because I'm going to watch my high school DD. What the hell? It's error in loading media. Anyways, goodbye. Thanks for watching.